I'm Paco, and you're watching Bad Witch Books. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a video that I promised you guys a while ago, but it's finally here, and that is my 14 favorite books. This is my definitive list of my 14 favorite books as of 2026. March 2026. So, this is the definitive list as of now. I do have 3 books on here that are comics, so I'm going to share them on here, and then the rest we will get down to. So, a preamble is that Our Vicious Oaths and more importantly, The Isle of the Silver Sea are probably going to be on this list very soon. I finished them both earlier this year. It is March. I finished one in January, one in February. Love them. I could see them being on this list, moving things around. I've just got to let them simmer in here. Okay? But yeah, those are honorable mentions. So we're going to get to comics now. So the most of this list is not in any particular order except for the top 3 are my top 3. So argue with your mama. So, the first one we'll talk about right now is The Scarlet Witch Run by Steve Orlando. Doom. He has been writing Scarlet Witch since about 2024, and it started with, after Wanda in the Hellfire Gala, she got this amazing new costume, and it's just been more focusing on her as a character, and I really enjoy this run. It's after, the popularity of WandaVision, and so Darcy is introduced as a character, and it's just a really fun run. I'm loving it. I love what they're doing with Wanda. I like all the, little tips and turns. I like the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver arc it did was really good, and I am very excited to see where it goes, where she later on becomes further in the series. So I really enjoyed that. The artwork is also really great. I think Russell Lauterman does at least the character design. I don't know if he's the full-on artist for it, but there's just been a lot of awesome art here, and I'll show some. Next we are talking about Catwoman Lonely City by Cliff Chiang. This book is a DC Black label, so it's their adult line, alternate universe, one of the free, just a Elseworld story, and it takes place basically in a Gotham that Joker and Batman died, and on that night that Joker and Batman died, Catwoman went to jail for a bunch of years. I think 20 years. It might be more than that or less than that, but she's now basically she's older. She's released and she's older. She's got back pains. She can't do all the tricks and flips and stuff like that. And she's got one last heist she wants to do. So she has to get the gang together. We get a lot of Gotham stuff, and it's just really fun to see. If you like Selina as a character, this is a good book to read. It's just fun. The art's great. It's good to see the way that Cliff Chiang takes the characters and changes them for the new year, for the new era, for this future take, and it's fun to see Selina. This is a really good, if you love Selina Kyle the character, definitely high keys check this out. So that's 2. The third one is Wonder Woman Historia, which is another of the DC label, and this is the origin of not Wonder Woman but the Amazons, and it is it's I believe Kelly Sue DeConnick wrote this. I could be wrong, but first art, iconic. The goddesses, the way the goddesses are drawn in this, iconic. But it's just the origin of the Amazons, where basically all the goddesses said, hey, humans have been treating women like shit, we want to create our own thing. The gods are kind of against it, but the goddesses do it anyway, and it's just a really fun story. It's a good story. It's really great to see Hippolyta as a character and just how we got to the Amazons. I love the way it ended. I don't want to spoil it, but I love the way it ended. So that's 3. And then the 4th one is the Justice League Dark Run, specifically Witching War. This is this takes, I think, the 2021 run of Justice League Dark. But basically, after a reality shifting event in the DC universe, where old ancient forces are being awoken, something is attacking magic, and Zatanna has to go to Wonder Woman for help. And they start looking into it, and we get some cosmic eldritch horror kind of showing up, and the Upside Down Man is terrifying. And then we learned about the creator of Magic Hecate in the DC universe and how it ties into Wonder Woman's past. And I just really enjoyed this run, and I wanted to count those as some of my favorite comics. So those are 4. So the rest of the books here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, these should be the rest of the books. Okay, so I did those 4 comics, and now I have 10 books. And these are my definitive list as of now. Things can change in the future because it's my list. So, a lot of these are series, and I picked my favorite book in the series for those. So, we will talk mainly about the series if it's like book something in the series. For number, technically, 10, it's not, we did the first 4, so we did 4, so this would be 5. We have Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I love this trilogy, but I do think Belladonna is my favorite. Belladonna follows Signa, who she is an orphan, and her parents died when she was a baby at this party. And since then, Signa's been like sent to family member, and each of them dying mysteriously, or something happening, and like tragedy following. Besides that, Signa also can see ghosts, and the specter of death, like, it's been following her forever. And then when Signa is almost 18, she is sent to live with these cousins, where, lo and behold, her cousin is her, like, she's, like, grown woman, is, like, dying. Or she just died. She just died, and her younger cousin, the daughter, is sick and dying. And Belladonna's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm tired. I want to go further. And she decides she's going to investigate this murder. And maybe she's going to get Death to help her. And maybe she might make out with Death. Who knows? But I really like Belladonna. It's got like a Bridgerton-inspired era. And it's got mystery. It's got like some like romance. And it's really fun and really good. I really enjoyed this. I think this is my favorite book in the trilogy. That's why I chose it. Next is Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. This follows a group of friends who, after there's this like secret society of witches that work for the UK government, and after this like civil war between the witches led by the warlocks, they are like recovering from this war, and this group of friends that were involved in it, one of them, Helena, is the new leader of the coven, and one is retired. Kind of, she's like, I'm just going to take care of animals. One is a mom. One has started her own coven because to be more like just have more people of color, and one is, I forget what the fifth one is, the moment off my head. But anyway, I think one's in a coma, actually. But Helena, the leader of one coven, is told about this child that may bring about the end of the days. So she's like, I gotta get the gang back together, and shit happens. This is a FU letter to J.K. Rowling. It talks a lot about like transness, and I really love this. I think it has an awesome villain. I think the magic system's really cool. The awesome villain as in she's terrible to hate and you want to like fight her, but that's what I mean by that. But I thought this was really good. Love this series. Down. I finished this trilogy last year. Love it down. The trilogy is great. I do think this is my favorite book in the trilogy just because it has that like friend vibe the most. Like just because there's like, it's just so good. All of the books are good. Okay. Next book is one of my favorite trilogies, honestly, of all time. Currently rereading it. Clockwork Princess is my favorite book of one of my favorite trilogies, The Infernal Devices. The epilogue alone, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I've already reread this. I've read this twice, and I will be rereading it a third time this year, and that's rare. I don't really do a lot of rereads like that. But, this book is so good. Okay, so the series starts off with Tessa Gray, who she has moved to London after her aunt's death. The aunt who raised her parents died when she was young, and she's looking for her brother when she is taken in by these two women who basically kind of kidnap her, and they're warlocks in the Shadowhunter world, and she then has to get help, and shit happens from there. I love this. Tessa Gray, you are forever my favorite. I love this trilogy so bad. Currently rereading the first book in it, and I'm like, I love these characters. Tessa Gray is one of my favorite, like, top 10. I forget how much I love Tessa Gray as a character, but love her down. Next, we have The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. So this is my love for all Rick Riordan books. This is my favorite Rick Riordan book. I've reread this one twice. And I've reread the whole series, like both series twice. But this is my favorite. It is the most nostalgic. And, I mean, it has one of our characters being a witch. Don't know Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which is the first series. This is the sequel series to Heroes of Olympus. But it's about demigods. Percy Jackson is the son of Poseidon. And this book follows what happens after that series. And they're in the underworld in this one. So, I really enjoyed this. This was so good. Percy, Annabeth, love you guys to death. Hazel, girl, love you. Raina is my queen. She's not really so much in this book as in the next book, but love down. Love. Okay. Next book is The Winter of the Witch by Katherine Arden for the Bear and the Nightingale, one of my favorite witchy books. So, Bear and the Nightingale follows Vaskia, who is this little ugly girl. The book keeps telling you this girl's ugly. She looks like a bird, they say. Like, she is not pretty. They will pound that into your head. But it's about her. She can kind of see the magical side of shit, and, like, she can feel, like, disturbances when this priest comes and starts messing with the spirits. Talks a lot about, like, the church versus like pagan faith, and Baba Yaga vibes are in this. It's the final book of the trilogy, and it maybe have her with a winter god. I need to reread the series once it gets cold again, but honestly, I love it. Katherine Arden, you'll always be famous in this house for this trilogy. Love. Next is Serpent and Dove. I love this trilogy so much. Okay, so this trilogy follows this is by Shelby Mashern. This book follows Lou LeBlanc and Reed Diggory. Lou is a witch who has been on the run from her coven for mysterious reasons. Reed is the captain of the Chasseurs, the witch hunters. And shit happens, they have to accidentally get married. Reed doesn't know Lou's a witch. Lou knows he's a witch hunter, and shenanigans ensue. I really love Lou. Is on my, like, if Tessa is in my top 10, Lou is in my top 5. I don't forget about Lou. I love her. Reread the series last year with Princess and Helen, and I still love Lou. Sassy as all hell. If you want me to like a book, have witches and sassy female characters, and you got it. And Lou's one of my favorite, like, literary characters of all time. Love it. The magic is really cool. It's like this, like, you have to give up to, like, do something, you have to give up something. So, like, let's say you want to make your enemies blind, or you don't want your enemies to see you, then you can't see. Or you have to, like, lose vision in an eye to make all your enemies not being able to find you. Or, like, if you want to make it that you guys are hidden, or just, yeah, it's, like, stuff like that, and it's really cool. Or, like, to break a lock, to break a finger. Like, it's, like, this, like, sacrificial magic, which is really cool. Now we are down to the top 4. Pause here if you want to write down your guesses. I'm excited. These are the books that are in this particular order. So, for number 4, we've got Babel by R.F. Kuang. I love you, R.F. Kuang. You are one of the best writers out there. I say R.F. Kuang can hit me with a car, and if she writes anything, you know, I will be okay. I've lived everything I've ever read by this woman, that this woman has written, and this is my favorite, the top of the top, the creme de la creme. And oh my god, it's so good. This book follows Robin, who is a Chinese boy and is taken from his homeland by this white man and raised and then sent to this school where he is using these magic metal to translate, to, like, create the magic that's in this world. And it's about translation, it's about, like, the evils of that, and it's just so good. Oh, I love this book so much. And I mean, Yellowface is amazing by R.F. Kuang. The Poppy War, Catabasis, like, all of those are great. But this is just the top of the top. I will get special editions of this someday. But so good. So good. So good. Babel is a book I consider a masterpiece. The only other things I consider a masterpiece are I think I said this in my movies video, my last 14, which if you have not checked out, this is the part 2 to my part 1 was my 14 favorite movies. This is my 14 favorite books because I turned 28 this year, so I thought that would be a fun thing to do. If I didn't explain that at the beginning, my bad. I thought I should have done better. But yeah. But like I was saying in that video, I said that I considered only like 4 things masterpieces of art, or just works of art that I like, my things I consider masterpieces. Babel is one of them. The other is Wicked Part 1, the movie. The other is the Cowboy Carter album. And the last was latest is Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show. Or what Paco considers like just the pinnacle of art, in my opinion. Argue with my mom if you disagree. Those are just what I like. And I think, you just feel, okay. Sorry, I can get told soliloquy. Okay, now we are my top 3. These 3 books, if you know me, you should know them already. But, oh, I love this next book. I need to reread this book. I need to reread 2 of these 3 books. But I, just looking at it, I'm like, oh, I need to reread this so bad. So number 3 is Hacienda by Isabel Gañez. Oh, I love this book so much. I've only read it once, and I need to read it again because I need to tab it. I need to read a lot of these books so that I can tab them. But if you do not know, the Hacienda is about... I know her name. I don't need to open this. I know her name. Beatrice. And this takes place right after the Mexican Civil War, and where Mexico gets not Civil War, like War of Independence, where Mexico gets its independence from Spain. And Beatrice's father was killed after the end of the war for being considered on the opposing side. And so Beatrice has to marry marry well to get her and her mother a good living. And so she goes to live with Don Fernando, I believe is his name. And they go to his hacienda where he has his weird sister at, and like weird shit is happening. And then he dips out to go back to the city because he's like, you stay here, bye. And so she is like living in this weird house. She's having weird dreams and weird shit is happening. Everybody else is ignoring it. The sister is weird. So she's like, I'm going to go to the church. There she meets Father Andres. Father Andres! Probably one of my favorite fictional men of all time. He is the father of this, like, one of the newer fathers of this church, even though he's from the area. He grew up in the town, but he went away to become a father. And secretly, he's a witch. Secretly, he may have history. And he's like, I'll help you. And then maybe things happen. Maybe, like, connections are there. Maybe, this book is so beautiful. I love it. I need to reread this so bad. This book has what I love about witches. It describes witches, like, I was like, I could snort it. Like, so good. So good. So good. So good. Okay, and now we're on my final 2. Okay. Number 2 is A Cruel Thirst by Angela Montoya. I have reread this, and I did tab this up. Look at that. Oh. And I've tabbed it up, and I, like, wrote in it. Oh, so good. I've reread this already. I've reread 2 of the 3 of Angela Montoya's work. Angela Montoya, icon, you are. But this is Angela Montoya's second book, and if you don't know what it's about Carolina, who is our resident wannabe vampire hunter. Her grandfather has just died, and she's like, I want to prove myself because everybody else wants me to get married and move away so that I can be protected because I'm a girl, and fuck that. And she runs into Lalo, who has just been turned into a vampire. He's our soft little cinnamon roll boy who's like, doesn't want to be a vampire and wants to find a cure. And so they reluctantly agree to team up, and it's so good. I love it. I love their dynamics. I love the vampirism in this book. I love the way that Angela Montoya combines vampire mythology with Mexican folklore. Oh, it's so good. So good. If you did not hear me raving about this when it came out, like, this book also has a special place in my heart. Not only because, like, Angela Montoya is a friend, but I got to read the arc, and I was helped with the cover reveal for this book. So this book does have, like, a special place in my heart for that. And I love it. Like, it's so good. Just holding it up, I'm like, oh, this book is so good. This is a book that's one of my personality traits, I hope. But yeah, definitely read this if you haven't. Now, I've legit forced 2 different book clubs to read this. Groups of people book club to read it. And my friends. So 3 technically. Yeah. Do what I say now. And lastly, if you don't know what book this is now, you need to leave. I'm not just messing with you, but if you consider yourself my friend and you don't know what book I'm about to pull up, it's wild. But that is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. This book is so good. I've only read it once. That's all I need to read it to know I've read it once, and I consider it my favorite book of all time. This book follows Gadriel, who is a brujo, and he's trans, and he wants his family to accept him, and they are very, like, old-school Mexicans. They're like, we accept you, but we're brujos, and our brujo magic system is gendered, and so you're not a brujo, but we love you. And he's like, no, I want to prove myself. So brujos have the ability to see ghosts, so he's like, I'm going to summon the ghost of my cousin who just passed away, because I'm gonna prove myself. And he accidentally summons, like, the bad boy of the school, even though he's not really a bad boy. He's just brown and he has ADHD, so he's labeled bad boy. And that is where Julian Diaz shows up, who is so lovely, so fun, so, like, energetic, and shenanigans ensue. I love this book so much. This book really does mean so much to me. Queer, it's Mexican as fuck, it's queer as fuck, it's witchy as fuck. Like, I was like, this has books about characters about me, not trans, but still queer as hell, like Julian, yes, Mexican, Latinx, witchy, something like that. This book is very sentimental, and it was the first time I saw a book, I'm like, oh, those characters, I see myself, and I am very grateful for Aiden Thomas for that. You are an icon and will always be a legend in this house. If Aiden Thomas has no friends, then I am found dead somewhere. But this book is so good. Read it. But yeah, if you haven't read any of those books, why haven't you? Yeah, so those are my 14 favorite books as of 2026 March. Don't know the date, don't know the time. It's later than it should be. Time-wise, this video should be up. That's a whole other discussion. We need to talk about Papa filming late. But yeah, thank you guys for watching that. I deeply appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you comment down your favorite books, or what you think, if you've read any of these, what you think. If you don't know what to do, let's do the flower emoji. Let's do a flower emoji, because spring is coming, even though, like, technically I don't think spring equinox has happened yet, but it feels like spring. So put that emoji down, and subscribe if you haven't. I post new videos every Friday, and yeah, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.